Emilio, can you tell us about how you use your journal?
Okay, so my name is Emilio. I'm the other half of KW Professional Organizers, and I've been the cameraman for the majority of this course. But I just want to share with you how I use the bullet journaling method. A lot of the times people tell us that implementing all this is very overwhelming and they don't need so much, but I take a very simplistic approach to it. And as you can see, this is my bullet journal, and it's basically a notebook, a regular notebook. And I like using this because I can have a pen like this one that fits right there, and then the pen has 4 colors that I can use inside the journal. So what I normally do, I use the black color for my headings and to make lines and all that stuff. I use the blue color to write down my to-do list and just my reflections. I use the green color for my grateful note. Every day I try to write 3 things that I'm grateful for, and then I use the red color to write down my challenges and things that I need to work on. Okay, so my journal looks like this. I have a very funny picture that Samantha made for me here. So I really like looking at this every morning when I open it, or every night. And then I have my address here in case I lose my journal. A recommendation that I have for you to make a backup of your journal is to take photos of the important pages or scan them and save them. Because if you lose your journal and the person who finds it doesn't take the time to mail it back to you, you may lose it forever. So be aware. I use still some sticky notes like this, and I have a little pocket here that I can keep them, and extra papers here or notes that I had. I have another pocket here, and then I just have a page number, as Samantha says in the method, and then I have a little index here. Everything that is important for me, I just brought it here. I don't have a lot of things because I don't need to refer to a lot of things, and I can find them very easily. But the things that I really want to refer maybe a few months from now, I will write them down here so that I can find them very easily. I have books to read. The truth is that I started this list here and I don't use it because when people tell me about good books, sometimes I don't have the journal with me, and I use my phone for that. I use Google Keep. So that's another thing that I want to let you know. You can use a mixed system. You don't have to use only the bullet journal for everything. We still use Google Calendars. We still use some online tools that are helpful. So at the end of the day, you have to create a system that you feel comfortable maintaining and that is convenient for you. So this was my first entry. I used to do 3 days a week, 3 days per page in here. But then I started trying a few other things. Every time I go to a conference or to a meeting, I have my notes here. And then I've been testing different things, like this is 3 days per page. That's my to-do list. And then after a little bit, I started to try 1 week in 1 page. And that has been working really well for me. Let me show you an example. Yeah, I started to do something like this. Basically, you goes from Monday to Sunday, and then I have my green things here, I have my red things here, and then in this week I didn't have a lot of to-dos in here. I went to a conference, so I take notes from the sessions, and then I can circle the things that are important for me, the things I want to take action on, and then I can always reflect on them and take action a few weeks later.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How have you found using the journal in comparison to what you used to do before? Did you used to write things down before? Did you used to keep small pieces of paper? How did you operate before you started using this journal?
I normally had to-do lists, paper to-do list, and I use my phone quite a bit. Then after that, I transitioned into having a binder with different sections. But I was finding that the system was a little bit too complicated. So that's why I'm trying to keep everything in this notebook. I'm trying to just test things, see how I function, see what I like, what I don't like. And after doing this for a few months now, I'm finding my system. I'm finding the things I'm sticking to. I'm finding the things that are working for me. And some days I still drop the ball and don't use it. But every time I have the time, I can go back and reflect on anything. And it keeps me accountable. So this is an example of another page with my to-do list and all the green things. It's very helpful to have everything in one notebook that I can go back and reflect. because when life gets busy, it's very normal that a few days may pass and I didn't even open this, but all the important stuff is in here. And when I have the time, I can sit back, open my journal, and then go back and find what was important and the things that I need to do. So I can catch up very easily. Let's put it that way.
Thank you.